Good morning, good morning, good morning. Prayers go out to the families of the lost loved ones. I think 128 have passed through this Hurricane Eileen. Um, Take a moment to just, you know, pray for the families, man, and do everything we can to pass them blessings on. You got cities and towns ravished by this storm. I mean, houses just swept away, buildings swept away, houses burnt down. If it wasn't a Tesla catching fire in a garage, or so many things, man. But it's devastation. Um, the world needs to wake up, man. I mean, this stuff happens. Everybody comes together to help, but then we could just be at each other's necks. So I'm gonna play this little video right here and let you guys see some of the devastation here from these people. I don't own this. This is Island News, KITV. This is their content. Fair use.
It's just really horrifying. It's sad because there's still people there that are really hard to get to.
Several communities in western North Carolina remain virtually isolated Monday, cut off from life-sustaining supplies and...
See, the saddest part about this is look at all this. I mean, this was a field. These was all homes gone. There's people still trapped, can't get out. People can't get to them. A lot of people waste their days fighting with people and arguing, doing dumb shit, when this is what's really going on in the world. I mean, thank you for Island News for bringing this. KITV.
Medical care, days after Hurricane Helene decimated large parts of the Southeast.
There is no commercial or retail water available in our city.
The mayor of Weaverville finding a small window of cell phone service Monday morning. His town, like those...
Now, this right here is North Carolina. But look at all the people, the outpouring of help. Because nobody's looking at you, Republican, Democrat. The people are seeing people, leaving this earth, people going through tragedy, man, like real time of where people are going through some things that they might never ever come back from. That's reality. Fair use. Island News.
Those nearby in desperate need of things like water, food, fuel, and communications.
6,000 people have responded to a website we have where you can request to be hooked up with your missing family.
Now, look at all this. I think they said there was over 2 or 3 million people. I don't know if that was just in Florida, but you have all these people, man, that don't have really anything. Everything they have is gone. And they're still trying to help other people and still trying to do good deeds. Fair use.
Many of the missing may be found when wireless service is restored, but a grim reality remains.
We've heard accounts of people seeing houses floating down the river with people in them. So,
I mean, did you hear what she said? She said houses floating down the river with people in them. Like, man, I mean, this is just, I don't know, guys. Thank you for Island News for bringing this to us. KITV, I appreciate it. Fair use.
We know that death toll will rise.
Hundreds of roads remain closed Monday with damage on a scale that could take years to repair. Historic and beloved towns, lakes, national parks, forever changed.
This is a demarcation line. It will be completely different going forward.
A message from President Joe Biden Monday.
Before I even let this clown talk, I mean, you had Trump in Georgia yesterday. You had, I don't know what Kamala was doing, trying to get her 2-bit minute at the border, whatever she was doing. I just hate politicalization of this shit, man. Whether you're right or left, like, shouldn't be about none of that. Let's get together and help. But let's see what this guy's got to say. Island News, KITV, fair use.
Help is coming.
I've directed my team to provide every available resource as fast as possible to your communities.
But for many storm victims right now, survival is hour by hour.
We don't know where we go from here. We don't know where everybody else goes from here.
In Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm Laura again.
So, like I would say to everybody, man, I'll be honest. I'd say to the world, there's a lot of people out there that are bitching about their life. Kingston, this is perfect because I'm going to pass this right off to you. I just want to say one thing. And I'm going to pass it to Kingston. Everybody in here, hope you're having a blessed day. I appreciate it. Come on. We don't care. This is only positive. Like people, like you seen what you went through in your little town, right? Could you imagine on a bigger scale of your storm that you went? You know somebody that passed away, God rest her soul, right?
Hmm.
These guys, man, like houses are moving with people in it, man. Like, what do you think, bro? Like, what's your take? Because
That's yeah, man, that's tragic.
that's
I really
be
feel for
better.
people going through that, man, you
It's
know.
liability. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I feel for people going through that, you know. And dude, I seen
Lance could do.
Lance,
Go
what's
ahead.
good, big dog? I seen a video of Tampa General Hospital. They put these like borders up around the hospital to keep the water from coming in. And I think it held up and did a good job, but it looked like the damn hospital was like in the middle of the ocean. It was crazy, you know?
You
Um,
know, what the only thing I say is like, man, I bring it back to this. I mean, you already talked about this, so I could say this. You know, everybody, like even just YouTube, all these people, man, whatever they do, the arguing back and forth, the bickering. Like when God steps in and you have something like this, there's no time to think, to act. Who are you going to argue? What are you going to call somebody?
Yeah, I even like I said, I had a real long weekend. I slept in yesterday, and I saw that you had your show, so I was watching it in the afternoon. And yeah, it was a good show you had yesterday, bro.
I don't know who blocked it. L Saw for you. L Saw for you, right? That's a nice name. Bliss, Chris, I heard you went live, man. I didn't even know you were back. I hope you had a great time. Thank God she made it home safe. She was out on
Yeah,
on the ship.
cruise, right? How was your cruise, Bliss, Chris?
Yeah, Bliss, Chris, how was it?
And how was your little dispensary run yesterday? I think I saw
Yeah,
that
how was
comment.
that?
What'd you get for me?
Yeah, what
Um,
did you bring us? I
y-
actually have I went yesterday, man. I gotta get I don't want to put it up on screen, but I got some they're starting now. Some of these dispensaries around here, like there was an ounce yesterday for 120.
dang,
They had but some of the other shit, they really don't the price is still crazy, man.
is it? That's
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah,
I
it's crazy over here.
I go into my little weed store yesterday. I just pick up like, little eights and a bunch of them and shit. But dude, they got these bags. They're like the Mike Tyson edible bags. They're
Yeah.
freaking huge, bro. It's like 18-inch bag this way, 18-inch bag this way, just filled with massive amounts of gummies.
Damn, how much are they?
Oh geez, I didn't even look.
Oh, I
I'm
love
all
who
I'm all
listen,
about the sativa.
let me tell her something. Bliss Chris, you know what's crazy? Because I've had this argument because I'm from Philly, right? So you got all these dudes from New York and Jersey. All they smoke, especially New Yorkers, sour diesel. They still to this day, that's the only weed that they like. Sour diesel, sour diesel. My buddy comes down, man. He's actually Russian Jewish, like he's mixed with both. And he speaks both. But he'll come
Wow,
down and
cool.
everything. Mikey, you don't know what you're smoking over there, Mikey. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna play some more stuff, but I wanted to bring Kingston because he just went through that up in where he's from. Shout out to Chicky, man. I gotta give Chicky a shout out. He sent me a thing yesterday, the trailer. So they got the movie coming out about it's called Hamburger Hill.
Wow.
It's at a Hungry Hill.
Yeah.
Like them, the dudes over there. He's in the movie, man. It was like a little cameo. It was pretty cool. Shout
No
out to
shit.
Chicky. Yeah, I got to get up to see him, man. He's a great dude, man. He's a real good cat.
Yeah, hit me up on your way up there. I'm on the way.
Yeah, straight up. And I seen a thing that they had. There was a guy, the longest, I guess he's the longest living gangster. I think 100 years old.
Who, Jimmy Carter?
I know, right? Jimmy
He turned
Carter.
100 today.
I know, man. That's crazy. He's still
President
here, though.
Carter.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I mean, I seen what happened in my little community up here, like with the bridges that got wiped out and shit
Hey,
like
look,
that. But
look at Emerald. This is what I'm talking about. Look at them nails, man. Look,
yeah, I can't. Oh, I can. Okay, yeah, I see him.
look at that. Her
Yep.
nails look great. I still got to learn how to work Instagram because I really don't know. How about Pete Rose? Let's get into that. I got to do a special on that, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
too bad. I like Pete Rose too.
Yeah, man. I mean, we were just talking about him the other day.
You know what he said a few months ago? He said his biggest regret and his biggest mistake during his baseball career was not having a translator. I think that's so funny.
These guys are funny, man. All these dudes from my neighborhood. Look, hold up.
Yo, Pete Rose had like over 4,000 base hits. It's insane.
Hold on, I'm trying to say this, yo. Look
How's
at Chicky.
everybody?
Look at him laughing.
Oh, that's the
Yo,
cameo?
Chicky's doing big things, man. I don't know why they look. First off, the dude's a friggin' veteran, man. I mean, it just that's what I'm saying. This YouTube and all this drama, man, has gotten so carried away
Wow,
that
he's a
people just
veteran?
yeah, he's a veteran.
Maybe my son can interview him. My son has a project coming up where he has to interview a veteran.
Yeah, damn straight.
I
And man,
saw
you got
Tampa got
lucky, because
banged up.
Harvey, I hope you're having a great day. You got really lucky.
How's
But
our
I
girl?
think
How's our girl JJ doing? She lives down in Tampa area, right?
yeah, I think she's doing good. I've seen her post a couple things, but I wanna
Yeah, I hope she's all right and the family's all right. JJ. Codex did it out. Looks like it's Kingston TV this morning.
I went out for a minute.
I seen it.
Hold on, I wanna get to this.
How many family members we got in here today?
Hold on,
Yeah, sorry, you're multitasking over there.
I seen some of the late night hosts making jokes. I thought that was very, very not cool.
That sounded like me. Where were you before when you called me? You were dropping your granddaughter off at school? Or
My
your grandson?
grandson.
Yo, I never asked you. So you got a son and a daughter. Are those both with the same woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two with the same
Yeah.
chick.
Cool. So they're full brother, full sister. All right.
Good. Thank God she's all right, man. Thank God
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, seriously, it's crazy to see like people just the house is just getting blown away, man. Wash down the shore. You know, it really makes you take a step back and look at your life and realize how bad you don't have it. Because I mean, you're standing, you're still here.
Yeah,
Um,
like I said, I watched a little bit of the video yesterday. I forgot to mention this, but like you said, when things go on like that, you know, everybody pulls together as a community and they do what they're supposed to. They're when you know you go to save somebody from a car that's sinking, you don't say, "Hey, are you blue or are you red?" You know, you don't. You come together, and that also brings me to another point. I was watching Hardwires live on Sunday for a bit,
that
and
was a
then I
good
even
one.
just yeah, I seen a clip too before I came onto the show talking about you know how we all got to make a big compromise. The left and the right, we all got to compromise and try to meet in the middle so that we could all
I
get the
like that
lives done.
short that he put up with that. I like
Yeah,
that, man. I like
that
that because you know
resonated a
why?
lot with
It's
me,
good.
and it makes a
It's
lot of
good for a
sense.
dude like him to do that because people automatically see because he think that because he's a biker that he's automatically for Trump. No, he's actually just for what's right. He don't care. He's down the
A lot
center,
of us
man.
are, but I think a lot of us that just want what's right see can see clearly, and we know which guy or which side is going to do that for us. You know.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Even if people want to argue about whatever they want at the left or right, say this one did this one did that. I mean, it's plain and simple. If you don't need to listen to sound bites, go educate yourself. They've been there 4 years. Go look what they've done in 4 years, and then go look at Trump's record. Make your own decision. You decide what you want to do or who you want to support. But when a tragedy like this happens, man, and everybody comes together, I
That's what
think
it
to me
should be
that
all the
that's
time.
monumental, man. That's like
It's just sad that it takes a tragedy to do that, you know?
yeah. And how many people are using that tragedy just for friggin' sound bites for, whether it's a news cycle or some kind of content, rather than what's really going on, man. Like people really get hurt. people lose their lives, man. It's very, very seriously.
Yeah, I saw, man. That's
Oh, look at her.
very
Look at her thing. Look at her avatar. She's permanently confused. Lisa Ann BFF. You ought to know by now. Is
I like she's got like the little Punisher icon.
that what that is?
I think so. Nah, maybe
That's just
not.
a skull thing. I
Yeah.
can't read what it says, bro. But it looks good though. Lisa Ann's not involved. She don't take sides. She's doing her own thing, man. She's not worried about this. She has other things going on, especially those cats. But Kingston, so you're a little bit younger than me, man. But I got to see elections where, I got to see Newt Gingrich, who was a Republican, go across the aisle with Bill Clinton and have one of the best economies. I mean, I didn't like NAFTA. I didn't like sending trades all the way overseas, but Bill Clinton, I mean, if you look at it, I think he went in the red and came out and went in the black or came out in the red. Like he had a surplus, I believe. They were like they balanced the budget. When do you ever hear them doing that again now? It's just, it's like, I see an ad for Kamala and she says, there's so many negative ads about me. No, I've seen your own sound bites, you talking this stuff. The same thing like Trump. Trump
Don't
had
they
to
have a
say something.
debate tonight?
He said something stupid the other day about, Biden's not going to help Georgia or whatever. Like, and to me, it's just like the political realm, man. Like the old school ways of it used to be people with the best ideas from the left to the right, and they come together and people would decide an election on what they feel, man. Todd
Yeah,
James.
Hardwire is definitely right though. Oh, okay. The VPs are gonna be.
That's going to be great tonight, bro.
That's
That's going to
interesting.
be. I think JD Vance will mop the floor with them, but. See, this is the thing. I'm just my own opinion. I don't tell people what to do, but I don't like a guy who look. If a woman, like I said, abortion, that's what they're going to do. They run that abortion thing all the time, which nobody should tell another woman what she could do. But if a baby's born at full term and then a mother decides last minute that she doesn't want it, I mean, that one commercial is devastating, man. You hear the baby, like, it's called infanticide, man, where the mother could just like the baby's born healthy out of the mother, and then all of a sudden you could just boom, do whatever you want with it. I'm not.
Crazy.
I don't like that, but I'll tell you what. Nobody should tell a woman what to do. It's up to her decision and God. But they politicize it, both sides, man. The Republicans in
Yeah,
it.
it's wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah, they politicize it, and I don't like that shit. Because
Yeah, they politicize a lot of things that don't need to be politicized, but they do it for
bye, Lisa Ann, take care. Yeah, look, for real. Like I don't. I think that a lot of people think that you should be able to have an opinion or be opinionated, but when it comes to a woman and her body, man, I don't care if you're a Republican, I don't care if you're a Christian. Like you don't have to take the. Although I know I'd be me. I feel what you're saying, but I just say like this: rape, incest. If a woman, whatever, I understand that. But I know there was girls in my neighborhood use that for, people are scared to talk about this shit, but I'm not because I respect women. But there was a girl in my neighborhood that used that as birth control. I don't think that's right either, man. I don't think that, man.
See, that's also what I'm saying too. Like, like say I have a baby with a girl and I don't have a choice on what's going on, but I could get thrown in jail for not paying money for that kid, but then the girl could just, so it's tough. But it shouldn't be politicized regardless,
Hey, man, maybe there's some guys out there getting paid support too. You know what I mean? But look, at the end of the day, it's not about. See, this is what happens when the abortion talk comes up. Everybody gets heated and angry, and people start talking crazy. The bottom line is this. I'm just telling you, it doesn't matter what I believe. If a woman wants to do that, that's what she's going to do. And she has the right to do that if that's what she wants to do. Is there consequences for that if you're a Christian or whatever? Yeah, but there's also a thing in Christianity that tells you you're not supposed to judge other people. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know it's a tough conversation,
It's a
man.
catch
Really.
22 type of thing, you know. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's what everybody was upset with Trump about. For the
but
longest
they all
time, they
wanted it.
wanted to take it out of the government's hands and put it into the states' hands. And now that Trump got that passed, you know, if some states don't handle it to certain, you know, states are going to handle it differently. So now they're kind of giving it back to
Damn
Trump like
straight.
it was a bad idea, when in reality, everybody wanted that decision to be put back into the states, you know?
The thing is, though, right? You know, what I don't never hear them talking about for both of these Democrats and Republicans, I never hear them talking about the preventative measures. Like when I was going to school, I remember they had a guy come around and he did this. This is probably why I was more careful. He put up a video. He showed all these diseases, venereal disease, like not trying to scare us into it, but education, man. Any kids needs to be educated, man. What it costs to raise a child, what it does, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people at a young age have kids and they can't take care of them, and that's not the kid's fault. So, dude, it's a touchy topic, but I'll tell you what, I feel like any man or anybody telling a woman what to do when it comes to that, whether you're against it or not, even if I'm against it, I still can't make or voice my opinion to an extent to make a woman, feel like that I'm trying to tell her what to do. That's not cool, I don't think,
It's just
you
so
know?
tough because I understand maybe some women might not even know they're pregnant for quite a while until like they start getting maybe, you know, whatever type of sickness, not feeling well, and then they get you know, they figure out. But I mean, you have plenty of time to kind of decide and kind of
It's
configure
tough, Liz.
what you're gonna do, and to be able to end something in like the 8th month or the 9th month, or you know, I don't understand why, if you are going to go that route, it's not done in the first 6 months or even 4 months, or, you know.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, there's a new commercial out running, a political ad, which I'm not a big fan. I think it's the right, some pack did it. And you hear the baby out, you hear like the breathing and the noises and like the machines. And I'm just like, man, people hear that, then it's crazy,
And
man.
there's a lot of people out here that try and they can't have kids, or there's a lot of people that they want to be parents and they can't have kids. So I mean, I
Yeah,
wish there was
see,
something set up to where,
look,
you
she
know,
knew
instead of,
already, man. I wondered that if women really do know, man, because a lot of girls I know, they say, I knew I was pregnant. I knew right away. One friend of mine said she knew that night, said she knew it. And she had whatever, she had
yeah.
her little baby, whatever, down, not whatever, nine
And
months
it's too
later. And
bad because if instead of having an aborted baby, you go through with the pregnancy, and then it just goes into you know, a good couple's hands, or it goes into adoptive parents' hands or something like that. You know, it's
yeah, and you got with that, you have,
except for those major cases like the incest, or the rape. You know, that's obvious that what they should be able to do, but it is a touchy subject, you know, and I probably shouldn't even speak that much on it or really have an opinion because I don't really know all the facts, and I'm also not a woman, you know. So
no, well, women definitely have they know what's going on, man.
Last guy promised he fix
I
it,
want to show you something.
but he was all talk. Then things changed.
you know what show I watch sometimes early morning when I'm waiting for my son to get ready? I'll watch the Philadelphia Parking Police Authority.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
I want to see you running out of like the barber shop, like, nah, don't take my car.
Yeah, right. Let's see what
I,
they say now.
I could see you having your own like TV show down there in Philly.
All right, everybody, it's 9:36 right now, and we are literally less than an hour away now, or about an hour away from official landfall of Hurricane Helene in the
Betsy.
This
Big
is what
Bend.
this is what they were telling us,
Her name
Channel
is
3
Betsy.
News.
Better cling to something.
Yeah, this is what they were telling us before. You think they knew it was going to be that
Florida.
bad?
As of the 9 o'clock update from the National Hurricane Center, they've been doing hourly updates. 140-mile-per-hour winds. It is a Category 4 storm. We are seeing on radar.
So they take Category 4, right? Like that was nothing. I mean,
Dude,
Category 4.
when we had our flood, All they said
I've
that
been working
day was that
overtime
we were
to
going to
get
get
this
like
bridge
2 to
put
3
back
inches
together.
of rain.
The last guy,
And then we had a
promised you.
flash flood like crazy.
Let's hear what this dude got to say. This is coming from
Barney, you think I could pull that hair off? What do you think, ladies?
Fair use, man. I don't know. Interview is ABC, I guess. Interview.
You live over on, what'd you say, Pensacola?
We
Pensacola
love
Road, yeah.
ABC.
So, kind of tell me about your situation.
Tell me about your hair.
So we live down by Concord Bridge, and it's gone. Like the bridge is completely gone. So effectively, we're cut off. We've had a couple crews.
This guy's nails done it all, man. He's chilling. They're like golf, right? The people that do that shit.
I thought that was
Come
all
down
dark.
with boats to try and get people across, but there's no supplies coming in.
Hey, man, at least he's helping people and shit. You know what I mean?
Everybody's trying to get out. We've had quite a few losses. So they managed to come in.
No, he's ready. He's feeling that shit, man. All the
He's about to
tragedy and
start.
shit he's seen, man. Fair use. He's really going
to
through
get
it.
them out. A few of them, some of them are still stuck. We've lost a few houses, came down. The flooding, the damage it's like nothing you ever seen.
Yeah, it's crazy, I bet.
Man, look at what's that? All Pampers in the background, man. Like, look at these people, man. All these people come together. They don't sit there and like ask you who you're friends with, who you're not, you know, who you're voting for, who you're not voting for, who do you like, what area did you come from,
And
you know,
we should all
what's your nationality?
we should all take a big life lesson with this flood, or when stuff like this happens. You know, the government usually don't step in. It's always usually me and you and the citizens and people helping each other out. That's how we need to approach all these bigger scale issues and problems in our country. We got to stop waiting for the government to come and make a plan or try to fix this and fix that. And we got to fucking just take shit into our own hands.
That's a lot of the time. The problem, though, man, is that the government does want to be too. That's why I don't agree with the far left. I don't agree with all this government control and let
You
the
want them out
government
of
take
your
over
life as much
healthcare.
as possible. The government wants a lot of these people to be in need of the government. They need to be needed. They don't want them to get jobs because then they won't take, certain benefits, and they won't be going on, state this and state that. And then once people are accustomed to being on those type of things, they don't really want to work hard in their lives to make up and to try and get ahead because the government's taking care of it. So
The thing is, though, it's like, how can you ever really get things done, even when you think you do, when there's always opposition, man. It's always like the one side has to fight and argue that the other two against the other one. They can't let the other one shine or do anything, man. Like I said, when Newt Gingrich and Tip O'Neill came across the aisle, man, and Bill Clinton, they got a lot of shit done, man, because they didn't care what people thought. See, now it's like the optic of seeing a Republican next to a Democrat is,
absolutely,
if you're a Trump supporter, how could you do that? If you're a Kamala supporter, how could you do that? It's like, there's no fair and balance, man, but it's always at the cost of the American people. That's the problem. I don't like. Like, I don't think Kamala should be anywhere near that White House. Trump was there already. You seen what he did. It's my opinion. I wish we had somebody better? Yeah. I mean, they say bet the lesser of the two evils, but there's only one candidate that could save, God for me, to let me keep praising him the way that I want. So only one person is not going to stop that for me. And even with what they're doing with the transgender shit, like, tampons in boys' schools. If you want to put shit in people's faces, like, then don't get mad if
we want to speak about it,
Yeah, if a left wants to do that, then don't get mad when the Republican, wants to talk about whatever he wants to talk about, throwing shit in each other's face. They should get over that because, like you just said, all this tragedy, man, what does it really matter? Like, these people lost everything. They didn't leave. They didn't say, hold on, let me grab my Republican or Democrat card. No, they probably most grabbed whatever they could. And now the rest of the country under that flag is helping out, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, they always cut a big check. So I'm saying
Now
we worry
Ukraine wants
about
a
everybody
bunch more
else.
money.
I mean, look, Ukraine, there's so much to talk about them too, man. I mean, they have a history, that country. You know, if you look at a lot, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, exactly. But
I don't want to get into that, but just do your homework on Ukraine and go see what they really got going on over there.
it's almost like they want to kind of keep extending this and like letting it go on. And what bothers me the most with that whole thing is like even during the Trump and Kamala debate last month or whenever that was, the mediator like needed a response out of Trump. No, do you want Ukraine to win or like they were trying to kind of formulate. He's like, I don't want anybody to win. I want it to
Well, let's
stop.
be
I don't
honest,
want
man.
anybody to die.
But they keep talking like Ukraine is doing something over there, man. Like, oh, Ukraine, they got ground. Listen, Putin hasn't unleashed anything yet. That dude's got the same amount of nuclear energy as we have and power. We got 45% of the world. He's got 45% of the world. The other 10 is starting slowly. Iran, China, they're all building shit, man. China's the biggest navy right now. So, people have to wake up. Maybe you don't want to have this conversation and talk about it, but another thing, all this stuff that's happened, the Lord, a tragedy happens, and then people come together. And then rather than focus on that and seeing everybody taking that little that little vision of what's going on and people coming together, try to model that and bring it to somewhere else, there's too much resistance because if you go on the other side, if you help somebody else, then you got your own people give it to you. Like, oh, what are you doing? F them, screw them. That's what I don't like. I don't think that that's going to be a long time coming that we're going to get back to that, man. Being just helping people and you know,
I would never want to sit here and say like, "Oh, God's creating a tragedy or this or that," like with a flood.
it's
But
never
maybe
God, man. God,
maybe
God gives us all
sometimes,
free will, and even
maybe
the bad people that decide to make mistakes. That's where it comes from.
maybe sometimes you need a tragedy to bring people together. Maybe he's trying to show
And
people
then they
that hey,
still don't take advantage of that. People
you guys
still
can
disrespect.
overcome
Yeah,
anything if you stick together. Maybe there's a lesson in that somewhere, and I don't know, but
I know, right? No, it's true. That's why they
no.
always say you got to help yourself, man. But it sucks because even now it's gotten to the point where everything is not based on like when tragedy like this happens, but everybody else is like, well, where they at? What area they live in? Who they
Yeah.
support? What do they? You know what I mean? It's too much of that, man. We got to get back to reality for real.
Yeah.
So, what do you got going on? What'd you do all weekend, man?
So let's see. My Saturday, I ended up going and doing a job. Um, I worked for like 12 hours on Saturday. I worked from like 7 to 7. Came home real quick, showered, and then my buddy Mike Hicks, I grew up with. It was his birthday, so he had a bunch of his old college teammates and some of our old friends to come by his house and play some poker. So I didn't get home till probably like 3 a.m. on Sunday. Then my son had a baseball game, so it was
That's
just a long
cool.
weekend. Yeah, it was a fun long weekend, but
How do you do with the baseball?
good. They won like 16-2 or something like that. He went 2 for 3 with 2 singles, 3 RBIs, scored a couple runs. He's doing really good.
Facts, that's a.
Proud of him. The
You know
Bible's
what the
written on
Bible
him.
stands for? Basic instructions before leaving Earth, man. It's a telltale. It's a book to give you a guide, man, to get through life, telling you what happened, what's going to happen, if you do
Yo,
this or that.
maybe sometime when you and I could talk off here and you could kind of teach me and instruct me like how to even go about starting to read the Bible.
Well, first off, you got to recognize that conscience you have with God, and that conscience is the thing inside of you makes you want to be a better person. The thing that makes you, instead of walking up and smacking somebody in the face, you want to do that because what? Chocolate milk? You're just drinking no chocolate milk. No, you're not. No chocolate milk. That's not chocolate milk. That's medicine. You can't have that. It'll make your tummy hurt.
That's protein shake. That's a protein shake for big
Give me that.
grown-ups.
Hey, I want that. That's my Hello
But the
Kitty.
gushers are all right.
She loves gushers, bro. My granddaughter.
Yeah, I used to be all up on gushers and fruit by the foot.
Hey, man, we can go, Todd. We can go, paragraph for paragraph about that, man. The system and the Rothschild and all those big families, man. You know, that may not pray to the same God I do. A lot of evil, man, in the world.
We should do a Friday morning show, like Instilling Faith Friday, and just talk about some of them things.
Yeah, man, definitely. But let me see if I can find this one. Hold up.
Yeah, my mom brought, when I was working Saturday, my mom brought my son to like a harvest fest, and I think at one of the booths, they were handing out little pocket Bibles and stuff. I'd like to get my son baptized. I wanted to get him baptized when he was like 2 or 3, but his mom wasn't sure about it, so we never did it. But I know dudes get baptized like in their 50s and shit. So
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm on Reddit a little bit, and I just got a notification in one of the groups I'm in that some lady's son ate a battery.
What?
Swallowed a battery, and she just put like the the picture, like the whole of the inside of the ribs and all that stuff, and you could see the battery sitting in their stomach. Crazy. The craziest thing I ever did was like trying to sniff a Cheerio when I was young, and I had a Cheerio like stuck up here in my nose.
Yeah, there's some kids around my way did some crazy shit, man. Look at them jackass dudes, them weirdos, man. They were like firecrackers in their ass. Like, I don't know who ever like grew up with that kind of shit. I never seen that growing up. But no, I just think, man, with everything that happened, the tragedy, you gotta appreciate what you got, what's in front of you, man, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow.
This is a little off topic, but speaking of putting stuff in your body, did you hear that like boiled egg story about the whole Diddy thing?
Nah.
Or I guess like there's a thing that they do where a hard boiled egg, they make a hard boiled egg, and I guess you try to put it up your, you know what, and if it goes in your ass without breaking, that means you're ready for the freak
Oh
off.
yeah, I heard that.
That is freaking gross. Then I seen a picture with Diddy and Elton Brand, or not Elton John, Elton Brand. What the hell, Marlon Brand, or what's the guy's name? Russell Brand. He was like taking a picture with Diddy, and he was like putting like a hard boiled egg in his mouth. And but that's what I mean. I don't know if these videos and pictures are AI, if they're real or what.
Yeah.
Shit. How's your water intake been?
Some
Pretty
of the
good?
guys over here, though, in PA, man, I mean, some of these guys on the internet, they talk about that like it's nothing.
Yeah. Well, when that's one of your hobbies and, you ain't afraid to talk about it, Sick individuals.
I'm trying to see.
How's everybody in the chat doing today? What was the funnest thing you guys did all weekend? Let's go. Let's see some comments. I got the same shirt code. Little polo.
Look at this, though. Look at this, though. This is the difference between some of them. You see him?
Yeah, that's Trump helping somebody from the flood.
I never seen him with jeans on like that.
Is that recent, bro? See, that's what I like to see. Our leader on the ground doing stuff, Hey, does that little speaker you wear on your ear, that little headphone, help you out as far as
Yeah, I can hear clear with that thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Man, that looks good. One lemon, 6 ounces strawberries, 6 red apples, quarter watermelon, hydrating fruit punch. I'm trying to find this other one.
What's on your agenda today, Big Mike?
As soon as I get done, get dad up, handle my business. I'm not going to stay on here too long. I'll be honest, man. Today I do got to get off here probably in the next 5 minutes because I have to. I'm still looking for a car, bro. I've been looking all over. I got to go see a guy. As soon as my daughter picks up the baby, I got to go see another guy. And then tomorrow I'm going to the auction over here in Philly. And then I'm trying to get over where Sess is at because he's got a good auction up his way.
I've never been to an auction, but I'd like to go to an auction.
Yeah, they're awesome, man.
Heard they're
They're
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, I just want to come on, man. I'm trying to keep the repetition.
Yeah.
But I do have a couple things to do, man. What do you got going on today?
Not too much. I gotta go do all the family laundry at the laundromat after this, and
Well, you don't have a washer and dryer in your house?
yeah, it shit the bed like about a year ago. So I just been going to do 2 loads a month.
Why? You can't fix it over there?
Nah, we've had them for a long time. We just got to get new ones. But to be honest with you, we're probably saving a lot of money between energy and then actually buying the washer dryers. I only go do 2 loads a month of all of our stuff, and it takes $10 each load to wash and dry. So I feel like
that ain't bad.
It almost works out probably better. We're probably saving a lot of money.
Yeah, I want
to. My son's got a baseball game tonight under the lights, and yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're probably loving it. He's playing baseball, huh?
Love it. I wish I could coach, but they already had enough coaches. It sucks.
Yeah, they better start reading the Bible, Seth. For real. They better start reading it and get with God because that's the only way, man. And like I said, man, you can go there any way to get God. You don't have to worry about what denomination, man. You can just start having a conversation. That's the best way. But when you have children that are healthy and, you're in a position to where you have a roof over your head, you have stomach and, food in your fridge, you have a car, you don't have to worry about nothing. That's a blessing, man. Sometimes we want too much,
That's what I'm saying. I got everything I need. You know what I mean? I'm healthy. My son's doing great.
Look at that makeup.
Nice, reliable car. Got a nice house, property to live in. Great family and friends. We all got a lot. Even if we got problems and we got issues and we're facing adversity, we're still all very fucking lucky, just to have this opportunity to breathe and to actually live a life. We're very lucky. Hey, Shanna.
Probably, though, I tell you, though, everybody should go watch the debate tonight. I don't care if you're right, you're left. Go watch it and tell me what you think. I'd like to say this for all this shit. They talk about J.D. Vance because he made something about some cat lady, whatever, some joke, whatever he made. I understand. But here's a guy who grew up in Ohio, whose mother was an addict and raised by his grandparents. His mother didn't have a lot. He got himself up, went to the Marines. He went to Yale. Like, that's a story in the head. That was his movie, man. That's about him. The Hillbilly Elegy. Did you ever see that movie?
No, that's about the VP.
It's about him, man. That's his life. Really good flick.
No kidding. Yeah, I spend $20 a month to wash my clothes, my son's clothes, my mom's clothes, and then all of like our bathroom towels. And then sometimes I'll even bring my like bathroom rugs and shit there. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but
straight up, man. Hey, Lance, I'm coming up your way, man, in the next month. I'll be in Pittsburgh. I got to come up to see Cuzzo, man. He's got all the editing camera guys. He's fucking doing all. He said he's going to come down here too, but I'm coming up to Pittsburgh, bro. So I'd like to run into Lance, man. That's my dog. He's a good dude.
Lance 33, tough loss this weekend, huh?
Shit, how about the Eagles, dog? What about the Eagles? Come on, man. Tell me why the Eagles lost that game, bro. Tell me why.
I think Sirianni's going to get fired.
Sirianni needs more to get fired. It's enough. I'm tired of all these.
Who would you rather see go, Sirianni or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts. I'm not a big fan, man. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I don't see where the.
What about your boy Big Dom? You know who Big Dom is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Big
gets a lot of
Dom.
love, that dude in South Philly,
I
man.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Big
And
Dom.
he's not a gangster now, but they treat him like he's some mob dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of like Andy Reid almost, you know?
Well, Andy Reid, man, it's funny because he's in Kansas City. My cousin, he goes up to those games. They love Andy Reid. Man, a lot of Eagles fans follow the Chiefs, believe it or not.
I know.
And there's a bar in South Philly that's called Charlie's, and it's a Chiefs bar.
I heard about that actually. Yeah. I
Yep.
actually might have seen that on one of those like Kensington episodes or
He said
I
Pittsburgh's
don't
no but
know.
hills and bridges.
Yeah, that's like a big blue collar place out there, right? Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh's. But it's changed a lot, man.
Hey, what's up, SQC? How's your weekend
Look at her
treating you?
makeup. She's such a pretty woman, man. I hope she remembers that every day she looks in the mirror too. All these women. Yeah, I
Dang.
will, Lance. Straight up. How could I go to Pittsburgh and not link up with the Lancer?
I
I'm
know
probably gonna
he's
leave early,
probably
like
like
four.
he's
I'm
probably
gonna
the
leave.
mayor out there.
I'm gonna leave like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Get up there by like 8, 9 o'clock.
What's that? A 4-hour ride from Philly?
Yeah,
That's
I
probably a nice ride though
on a
through
Harley
PA.
man. Yo, that's a good bike ride, but Ohio listen, you're going to Ohio on a Harley, that's a little that's too much sometimes.
Why? Because it's like a lot of hills and it's really up in the mountains and shit.
It's 11 hours, man, 13 hours, depending upon what part you go to. And then when you get there and you're going on a run and you can't stop, like I don't do any extracurricular activities, so I was relying on friggin' diet soda and water, man.
I wouldn't even want to be drinking beers and then going on a big long run, then popping in to get a lot, like
Look,
I don't know.
Anthony Sessa knows that bar. Look, it's been a cheese bar since the 60s.
Yeah, wow, that's so cool.
Damn straight, Cindy.
I didn't even know Joe Flacco was still
I
alive.
drive
He had to
good
come
too.
in and start slinging the ball around. Yeah, you got to give SQC a ride on your bike, bro.
Oh, I will. She'd have fun. I drive good, very careful. She's like 5 foot. She's thin, you know what I mean? She's in shape. It's not gonna be nothing. It's gonna
She
be
could sit
like I
on the
won't even feel her.
handlebars. She could sit on the handlebars.
Not on mine. I got the 8, but it's just like this. Steve Easy, we having a great day, man.
You don't have a
But
puppy or a dog, do you?
no.
I was gonna say you could put the little cart on the side and put the
Yeah,
little
right.
goggles on the dog. You ever see that?
No,
shit?
listen, I'm an old school biker. Let me tell you the difference. I don't have a radio on my bike. To each whoever wants to have a radio on their bike, you can do what you want to do. But I grew up in a time where you had to listen to everything going on. I come up in the MC era to where my uncle was president. You couldn't have a radio on your bike, man. He would bring them dudes out in the snow. He'd make them meet them somewhere and he'd make them check all. Oh, it was crazy, bro. When dudes are prospecting, they always had that. When a dude prospect, there's different ways people do it. But one of the things I got to see was sometimes the guys, they have to be ready right away. Like whether it's a pencil, whether it's a tissue, whatever the fuck, you got to be. You know what I'm saying? And he made this one dude, man, but he didn't do anything belittling him. Just like yo, do you have a what did he say? Oh shit, hold on, it's my boy.
Hollywood. Code of the phones. I could see Code answering like the bookie phone all day, just taking bets and hitting lines and going and crack some skulls when they don't pay up. Him and Big Dom. Lance, who do you think's going to win if the Eagles play the Steelers this year? I wonder if they're on the schedule together. Justin Fields been playing pretty well for the Steelers. Would you go back to? You wouldn't go back to Russell if he's healthy, would you, Lance? freaking Jets lost to the Broncos 10-9. Their quarterback threw for 60 yards, and they still won the game. Jets missed a field goal with 45 seconds to go, but they lost the game way before it got to that point. They had the ball down on the half-yard line or down on the 1-yard line in the third quarter, and they were trying to run all these cute little plays from the 1-yard line when they should have just ran right up the middle with their 240-pound rookie running back. But the Jets did what the Jets do. Sorry, y'all. I'm just kind of mumbling and blah, blah, blah. But I hope everyone had a solid weekend. I hope everybody has a great start to their week. I know I am. I know everyone's having a great start to the day, because what's better than hanging with Code in Kingston in the mornings? What state is everybody viewing from today?
That's my boy, and I love him to death, man. But he's Indian. He has a very heavy accent. He said he's got. I'm gonna go see what he's got. I'm gonna go. Mike Ball. Mike Ball.
Mike who? Mike Ball.
Who don't love Joe Flacco? I love him too.
Crazy.
My kids like the Ravens a little bit.
Yeah, he stepped in.
Oh man, Norwegian guy, get better, brother.
He stepped in yesterday as backup in the Colts game. I was actually in a program 10 or 11 years ago for a bunch of months, and that's when the Ravens 49ers Super Bowl was in 2013 when Coach Harbaugh coached against his brother.
Oh yeah.
And then do you remember at halftime when the lights turned off at the Super Bowl?
She's in New Jersey.
Oh, there you go. So you're close to Philly.
She's a Jersey girl. Jersey girl.
I hope
She's
you're
a
Jet fan,
Jersey
Cindy.
girl.
From Jersey?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Philly when she comes down there. I'm gonna take her up through Kensington, let her show what it's really hitting for her. It's no joke, man.
No, I know. I don't even know if I'd want to go down there, but I'd probably have to see.
They cleaned up a lot of it, though.
I saw that. Remember that guy you were talking about? I think his name was Jason Santinella or something. He did an episode going down to Kensington. I don't know how long ago it was, but they were in the process of trying to clean the streets up. Well, you came out right at 9 on the dot today, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up. But anyway, yeah, I got to get rocking and roll, man. I got a lot of stuff to do.
Same.
Everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping by, man. All the prayers go out to
down south. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, though, man, if you guys want to really see Kensington, man, I'm trying to get him to come on the show, man. He started Kensington Beach. That was his channel. He would walk around with his pit bull. He was the first guy to start recording that. And he's got some deal going on. You know, he's very successful. He actually spoke at the let me show you.
What, like a convention or something?
Hold on.
Yo, you can't hear that TV in my background.
No, but I'm going to hook you up, man. Check this out.
Can you guys that are watching hear the TV in my background?
Peter Santello, that dude, I heard he's pretty good.
Peter.
But this is the guy that started it. And this is
oh, you
this guy right here. Look, my best friend, the one who's my brother. I call him brother. The one who's locked up doing 30 years. This guy,
yeah, Jason.
That's his brother.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get him on, but check this out. Let me get this down. Let me get this off.
Man, I can't believe your friend's jammed up like that. That's fucked up.
He didn't do it, man. He didn't do the fire, man. He got charged with 3 homicides. He didn't even do it. So, but check this out. This makes me proud. Remember, look at his hat, Kensington Beach.
I just read it.
My name is Michael Coyle. I'm from Philadelphia, in an area of Kensington, one of the worst neighborhoods in America. Kensington has long struggled, but in the last few years, things have gotten much worse. Our streets are plagued by drugs. You'll find human feces in front of your business or someone lying dead on your front steps. Politicians say nice things or clean up the streets for a couple weeks in an election year, or when someone famous visits, or even when there's bad news. But as soon as the politicians are no longer afraid for their jobs, we are no longer afraid for our lives. Our children grow up seeing this, thinking it's normal. But there is nothing normal about this. This should not be the norm happening in the richest nation on earth. As a dad and small business owner, I had to do something. I started a nonprofit to improve the neighborhood I love and shared videos online of the horror we live with.
He started
in
it.
just one day, in one park, where our kids passed to reach the public library, we picked up over 1,000 needles.
That's every day,
1,000.
Kingston.
This is unacceptable. Philadelphia is not just my home, but the birthplace of the nation, where our founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence. This is not a tragedy for just my city, but for our nation. My city and all cities deserve better.
Very well spoken.
Dude, the hat, like to be at the
Joe
RNC,
Biden and Kamala
any
Harris
platform
are
is
the
a
ones
blessing.
who opened our southern border and allowed Chinese fentanyl to pour in unconditionally.
That's fact, bro.
And life is only getting worse. Philadelphians aren't dying off fentanyl. They are dying off fentanyl as well. They are now using something called tranq, which is literally rots the flesh of the users. Do you know what the smell of rotting flesh smells like? The people of my city do.
Yep.
In Donald Trump, I see a leader who will end the urban nightmare.
Now, mind you, let me tell you all something. That was a lot for him to say that because his whole family, you know, his girl did shit with the Kardashians, the Obamas, they're mostly left. But he's being honest. I think the only one that can stop this drug thing is Trump. I don't think you can stop it all, but I think he can. I mean, you know, he had the border, the less crossing. That's where all the fentanyl is coming from, man. It's people got to stop being political with this shit. Whoever you vote for, you do. But you know,
I was watching a video with Charleston White and Cam Newton. You know Charleston White.
Yeah, Charleston's crazy, bro.
He says and does what he wants. But they were like, Cam Newton, I'll say it real quick because I know you want to play the rest of the video, but Cam Newton basically was like, listen, your delivery is all messed up. A lot of the stuff you say, it makes sense if you really think about it.
Yeah, but he's a motherfucker. I mean, he did do shit in his community, but
how his delivery,
it's getting overshadowed. But yeah, he's a race baiter, that motherfucker, man.
Charleston White made a good point. He's like, how am I going to care about my delivery when you got all these kids talking about murders on freaking rap, rap songs? How am I going to care about my delivery? So,
well, no, he said he was that guy. He said he was the guy that cared. He said he'd go to the meetings with the bow tie. He said he would go there. He said he would try to do everything right. Nobody listened. He said then he started going there with boots on, with overalls, and, you know, then he got the attention. But let me just play the rest of this because he did a hell of a job.
Jason must be really proud, yo.
Yeah, he
I
is.
ask you to join me.
He just went to see
him this
Jason.
fall because a vote for President Trump is a vote to restore our cities and to make America safe again. Thank you. Kensington Beach for Trump.
Nice.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Let me just say this. Whoever doesn't like that or you think that he's talking about Trump, I'm going to tell you, Cindy, this is the guy who started the beach thing. He's the first dude to put a camera on the problem. And I think he had a deal working in for a TV show. I don't know. He's very successful, his old man. His dad actually just got my friend Jason, another lawyer. The Innocent Project picked this case up. He's doing triple life for something he didn't fucking do, man. They got the dudes that did it. These guys are out. The feds let them do whatever they want, hustle. They don't go to jail because they know if they go upstate, it's going to beat their ass. And I'm not saying Jason told everybody, don't touch him. Jason has made that clear to all his friends and family. Jason's very respected in the penitentiary, like the same way he says to other people, because not because they give you a fucking, because there's anything other than like this tough guy image. It's not about that. It represents change, man. Something that every kid that's got lost in the fucking system should look to a dude like him to learn. That's a guy. That's why I talk about the dude. I don't give a fuck how many dudes he knocked out. I know his heart. I know what he's done for communities. I know what he's done for people. And he never lost his sense of way and stayed humble. Mike's the same way. He's up there at a convention talking about a problem, not about him. Kennington Beach, the drugs, anything, man. So whoever wants to make it about Trump or Kamala, I feel like this. The last 3.5 years, 4 years, go look at the statistics. Every time a Democrat comes in office, this is a fact, not a soundbite. They dropped the drug budget. It used to be 42 million when Bush was there. When Obama came in, it was 20 million. They always cut it in half because they're always afraid of hurting somebody or doing this and that. I'm telling you right now, it shouldn't be about politics when it comes to the drugs. Republicans, Democrats, they all line together and want to stop this shit, man.
Yeah, don't
It's
we
crazy.
all hate it? Right?
What?
Like, I'm just saying, don't we all hate the fentanyl issue? Like, they need to be able to say, hey, if the fucking border is one of the major roles of that, let's shut that down. Then we
Well,
need
you
to
know
shut
what?
down.
I'm going to bring him on the show one night, and we're going to do an interview. He told me no problem. He actually, because I haven't heard from Jason in a couple months because their jail's on lockdown. I'm getting ready to go see him soon. And when I go up and see him, obviously I can't bring a camera, but you know the thing is, Mike is the guy that you just saw that could come on here and let anybody type in a comment about Democrat or whatever. Like, yeah, you heard what he said. All politicians say they're going to do the same shit. They're going to clean it up, election cycle, do this, do that. And then it goes right back to the same shit. Like, first off, we've made drugs so cool in this country. I mean, mostly that No Jumper, that guy, all they do is talk about perks and lean. I mean, they got a pretty young audience. My thing is, we were able to grow up with parents and people around us that, you know, like I know a lot. My parents never got high. They never did nothing. So I always had that. But at the end of the day, you got to realize that what's better for the community is really everybody shares the same vision, the same ideas. It's just it gets overshadowed by who's right, who's wrong. I can't say this because it's going to make me look like I'm agreeing with a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem, man. Yo, Mike, Norwegian guy, is a day oneer. Great dude, no drama, and he really loves your show, bro. Listen, Mike Ball's a great dude. He's got a great show. He's very humble, man. And to go through what he went through to still be so kind. And Mike, the reason why I didn't call you yesterday is because I didn't want to talk about it, but I guess I will because people been asking me. Yeah, my dad's in a tough spot. You know what I mean? He's been, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been fucked up, you know? It's been the same shit for years and years, every day, every day. You know, you don't know what day you're going to come downstairs. He's not going to be alive. But I still don't let that carry over to anything else in my life. I don't let my kids not see a smile or come up here and do what I have to do because when I say I want to see everybody feel good and be happy, I really mean that. When you've been through enough trauma, PTSD, and pain, you either get stronger or you get weaker. And I don't mean weak to where you can say, oh, he's a weak dude. I don't mean it like that. I mean weaker to the point where you forget who you are. You let it take over. But not realizing that my father's 83 years old. Like, I would have thought he was going to go before my mom. He's still here. I'm still blessed to spit game with him every day to learn shit. And, you know, we didn't always, you know. So what I'm saying is if God forbid tomorrow that would happen, I'm ready for it, man. And you know,
Yeah,
I
it's a tough thing to, even talk about and say it out loud and shit like that. And
like she just said, God bless. No, it's just the true hardwire. Yo, hardwire, man. That short you put up, bro. And I'm not because nobody's just what's the name, man. Like, boss, what? Is stuck? What'd he say?
I don't know. It looks like a couple words meshed
No,
together.
oh, he don't say hi. No, hardwire people. Listen, people been hitting me up, and they all said the same. Kingston, tell hardwire why he's here. Tell him about that short that you saw, the one that I like too. What did you like about that short?
Oh yeah, and then I popped in Sunday too for a little bit.
Yeah, I went on that run, man. I forgot all about it. But tell him about
Yeah.
the part you like about that. Him talking about.
Well, yeah, I mean, I seen his live for a bit too on Sunday, but then even before I came on here, I saw, I think, that short that he posted about.
He's like, you got. He said, man, it's enough. He said, we got
Yeah,
to
but
come
no, he's
together, man. Like,
completely right about the left and the right and how we all need to make compromises for the greater good. And
thank you.
it's not going to be done any other way. We all need to, we all need to come together and compromise. Basically, that's the big word. Is compromise. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody wants everything they want, but they don't want to compromise. You got to meet people in the middle.
No, but you know what? You got to realize this though. For a guy, look, this is why I fuck with these dudes. So I don't care what club they're in, who they're with. None of that shit impresses me. No disrespect to them, they're great guys. I love the fact when I meet new people and I get to know guys and I see what they stand for. Like no matter what they might be involved in, they still don't let that cloud their judgment or their feeling and they say what's right. And when he said that, I was looking at it this morning. Again, I said, man, he's talking about we need to all just come together and get on the same page. We're not all going to agree. To me, that's moving, man. I think that's a very powerful statement to where because here is
Yeah,
the
like
stigma that's
if a guy such as him could take the first step and be the bigger
because there's a
person,
stigma
say,
attack.
we got to
There's a
compromise.
stigma.
We got to meet
There's
in
a
the
stigma.
middle.
Yeah. There's a stigma and stereotype attached to bikers to where, everybody's voting for
Right.
Trump and they only see one way and it's this and that, man. And, I think he broke it down and let people know, no, this is what we need to do. And to be honest, Hardwire, we need to have that conversation. Maybe we should do a panel one night, man, and just on your channel. We'll all go over there, man. I know you don't need us for nothing, but I would love to do something like that, man.
Oh,
And
it's
I'm
always
talking
good
some
to collab and bounce ideas
two
off of
different
one
sets of
another.
ideas is democracy. It's what I always say. Yup.
Yep.
No, I
That's
like that, man.
exactly what I was trying to highlight on what he said,
Well, look,
it's what we need
Jen
to
and
do.
Barrett, I appreciate you, man. It is hard with my father, man, just because, it's not like, when you lose your mom, like, it's wish that I wish that I knew like I had 10, 15 more years. Like, but it is what it is, man. Like, my sister was upset the other day. She was like, he don't look good. He don't look good. And it's been rough, but I don't even let him know. I don't tell him he doesn't look good. I'm not going to tell him none of that. I'm going to keep like, you're doing good, man. You're having a great day. He knows it, I think, but.
And you got to know too, it's got to be so tough for him because he's restricted to a bed, right?
Can't do nothing without me. I mean, I'm not saying the pity party, just
no, right,
he
but
can't.
that's the reality. And I was it's like it's a catch-22. I did not want to see my dad pass away and be sick in the hospital and all that, but I also didn't want to see him be miserable anymore and be living that way anymore. So it was almost a blessing that he passed on,
And you know what? A lot of people been hitting me up too about Mike Ball and like saying how good of a show. They like so many people would tell me the same shit. Oh, I thought Norwegian guy says I thought that was gonna be like he's a great guy. Like a lot of people I think thought that Mike Ball's show was gonna be, the music, the biker, that he might lean a little towards Trump because he likes what's going on and he's seen what else didn't work, but I don't think Mike's ever down talking anybody. I think Mike makes people feel comfortable to be there with different ideas. To where look, man, I'm an open book Dago, man. You know me, man. I get sidetracked. I got AD&D, KGB, MCI, AT&T. I'm all zoomed
FBI.
up. I'm tripping. No
SUV.
drugs, but you know, me and Kingston, we're gonna do some big. I hope Sessa comes down, man, this week, so we can get some of that shit done. And I got my boy Yoda, who's a DJ. He's got a crazy life. He's a comedian. He
Nah.
wants to come up. We're trying to work that date out. And I was trying to get Mike, man. I want to get Mike on here. I really do.
Yeah, well, we'll start planning some shit, you know, and we'll get some more people up on panel with us and get some more eyeballs, additional, viewership, and I'll try to start,
Oh
branching
man,
out a
sorry,
bit.
Hardwired. Norwegian guy, I just want to say this. This means a lot to me, bro. You always been fair with me. You always been real with me. And I want to tell you the same way you appreciate us and you like Mike's show. I appreciate you and we appreciate you. Because the one thing about these guys like Mike Ball, his people and all this, none of us are here trying to act tough, man. We're all maybe dudes that are all masculine, alpha males, but we understand
That's right.
we understand the world and what goes on, and we're just trying to
We out
build
here.
these little communities to make it a better place, man.
Nah, for sure though. That's
Look, Kingston wants more balls on the show.
yeah. Mike Balls,
He wants eyeballs.
eyeballs, Mike Balls.
Yeah. Hey, Kingston, you lost your dad how long ago? A year?
It's been 18, 19 months now.
It's been a little bit over that.
Yeah.
But
It's
how
crazy.
isn't it great though to you and your mom? You still there for your mom, your son? Like you got all that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I mean, her, we don't really have a relationship at all, but
Yeah, I didn't either with my parents, bro. I was the bad seed.
yeah.
They loved me, but they hated me. You know what I mean? I hate me, but in their eyes, man, I let them down. But I spent the last 30 years trying to make all that right,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't
Remember, I'm
think,
only 51, so
man, just from what
I
I see, I don't see how you could let anybody down. I mean, you're like the
no, and
backbone.
I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live this weekend when I'm having my mom's best friends over here. I'm having a dinner party for them, like a luncheon, and I'm gonna make pasta, some sausage, meatballs. I'm gonna make a salad, some finger things on some super sauce, some
Yeah, you know what you
cheese.
could do when you do that? Set your little phone up or whatever in the corner and just like have a little live of you for that hour, and don't even pay attention to the camera. Just like let the camera,
Well, listen, these are all the women that really up. Even my aunt, man, up until my mom passed, she was taking her doctor's appointment. She was always
yeah,
here. They would go to lunch. And like they used to have a catering business back in the day. So that's another thing, man. What people don't realize too is, when people always tell you, don't respond. And I used to say, oh, it's easier said than done. Well, not really, because after the last shit that I seen and went through, I know my mom. Like all you have to say is if you ever want to respond to somebody, like they say this bracelet, what would Jesus do? What would Marie do? What would my dad do? They would never respond. They would say, what do you care about these people? Like, so to me, I just want to honor my mom's friends. They used to come here for coffee to eat. So I want to pick up some tradition, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. That's awesome, Hardwire. That's
I
what I
know
like,
there's
man.
there's more. There's a lot of things I wish I asked my dad or I talked to him like when he was like that last couple days on his deathbed. But I didn't want to give him any sense that like he wasn't going to be here anymore. I didn't want to
I
have
get
him
it.
stop fighting. I didn't
I,
want to. It's tough because I do have things I wanted answers on, and
but you know what, though? He will. You pray, man. He'll give them to you. But I
yeah,
want to say something like the one thing I will say, and I can talk about the biker world, is this. There was many times that I was put in situations where I'm next to a guy, tattoos, whatever, big bro, guy don't really talk. Some of the best conversations I ever had with some of the bikers, man, 1%ers, don't matter, old timers, guys that weren't really the type of guys who were talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn a lot. And I never, when I was a kid, understood like these guys, they don't talk. And it's really because you're trying to listen, man, and you're trying to watch. The mouth sometimes can get you in trouble. But a lot of the times in the MC world, man, some of the best conversations I had was from guys who people said, oh, don't waste your time, man. He's not going to talk to you. That guy, and hey, how you doing? Whatever, respect. And next thing you know, we're sitting talking for an hour or two. and great conversations, man.
Yeah, my pops would say the same thing, you know, keep your mouth shut and your ears and your eyes open, you know.
But this is the one thing I want to play real quick before I go, because I think this really should set. This is what the show should be about. Like, as far as if you want to mimic something, if you want to mimic somebody and what he said, I don't think he'll strike me. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna play this. I think it's this one.
Okay, things are different, and we have got to come together and decide the path forward for this country.
That's it.
And do it together.
I don't know this guy Hardwire, but I hope he doesn't strike me now.
And compromise. Nobody wants to compromise, and everybody just wants to get divided, so far divided that everybody's on this side and this side shouting at each other, yelling at each other, saying, "You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. My way's the only way.
We're
My
gonna
way's
get
the
so
only
far
way. You're
apart,
going
we're
to
not gonna
destroy
have
the
a chance
country.
to
You're
even
going to destroy the country."
mess again.
And fact is, we're both going to destroy the country because we won't come together.
And you see how he's not blaming the other
the
side?
Right way forward
He's
for the
saying
country.
No, but let's be honest though, man.
It happened.
Most of the people look at him and say, "Oh, he's a biker dude. He's a Trumpster. He wouldn't have." You would never think he would have this train of thought.
And a lot of people won't even give people that chance because they already have their preconceived assumptions and they already have their beliefs.
And it's titled right here. It says, "We all will destroy democracy. We all will, not just one of us."
Happens is if we do it together.
Well spoken.
The only absolute has to be that you can live your life the way you want, and I can live my life the way I want. Okay.
That's facts, man. And to be honest, if people can't see that,
and that's actually exactly what I was talking about.
It's hard to go to strike. No, but hey, listen, man. You know how the end of this goes. There's only one other place you got to be at 11 o'clock, and that's with the infamous Mike Ball. I mean, because I even like what Mike did, what he did with the Black Dragon thing. Black Dragon came in and he made fun of something, and Black Dragon they had a little thing, man. I thought that was awesome. You know what I mean? That they could go through that and shit. Yeah, Selfie Queen Cindy's a good friend. She's good too.
Yeah, this is my little spot that, like, when I sit here and stream with you in the morning, this is like where his
your little sanctuary.
Yeah, let me show you a picture of my dad.
So let me ask you something. You and your mom, like, not really, you know. Is that you or your pop?
That's my dad in high school.
Damn, he looks like you.
And then this is my dad and my brother at a wedding.
Yeah, how's your brother doing, man?
He's pretty good. He was over here the other night. Yeah, so I got all of his pictures over here, his ashes, and talk to him every day, you know?
Hey, Hardwire, all joking aside, I'll tell you what I'd like to do. I want to do something with you that I think me and you, I know you do your show on Sunday, but maybe one day a week, me and you could do, I don't know if you want to do that, but I love the way you talk about God, man. I would love to do something like that, like prayers up day or something, man. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy, but you know, it's the truth, because you will be a good preacher. They told me I should be a preacher too. I don't know. I got to learn the book as well, but you know. So anyway, yeah, everybody go check Mike Ball. I got to get rocking and rolling. I have a couple things I got to do before I go to his show. And
yeah, you gonna pop over there?
Yeah, tomorrow though, I'm going to let you know what we're talking about. I don't know if Kingston's going to be here tomorrow. You going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah, no Thursday. I got to work Thursday. But
yeah, it's Thursday. I don't think I got to go to the auction too. But tomorrow, what I want to do, if we can, I'd like to maybe go over the debate. I'd like to talk about that, man. And
sure,
you know, people say don't go political. Hey, listen, this is our country. I care about, you know, what's going to happen.
Right,
I really do.
And like me too. I'm the first one. I'm not huge like politically, but you know, it's
man love, Mike.
It's hard not to be focused and, you know, speaking about this because it affects us all. So,
and to be honest, like I'd like to say, I realized that there was a lot of people in here for a short time for just because they want to see drama. But I want to thank God for all them people gone, and going forward, uh, it's just onwards and upwards, man. It's not I'm not worried about it. I'm going to do content. I'm going to give you some good conversation, some good topics, and keep going from there, man. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm down for that, bro. I would love to have that, man. To do other guys, we used to do that once in a while. I would do a show like on a Fateful Friday, or I would talk about a couple things, but I think people have to understand that conscience that you hear inside you, man, when you're about to do something wrong or not, conscious period, that's God talking to you, man. That's God letting you know, whether you want to believe it or not. I think that's what's wrong with a lot of the world, getting away from God. Everybody motivational Mondays, y'all. People being scared to talk about God and what they feel. Like I've always said, man, I don't fear no man but God. I don't say that like think I can beat every dude. I just know that no matter what happens, I know God has it. You know how many situations I've been in, bro? Like even that time I went to Kensington, man, and that dude tried to get me on the side block. And the one dude was behind me, had a pistol, and he was on his waist. I didn't have a pistol with me that day. But you know what I had in my hand? True story. I'm not joking. I had this sword, hardwire, true story. And I said a quick prayer and I said, Lord, man, get me out of this one. Like, I'm just here to try to. And before you know it, the dude was like, yo, man, leave that dude alone. He's cool. He's not bothering nobody. Because I said, I'm going to the church. I went over to the church. I sat there for a service. And then I went out and started interviewing a couple people. But, you got to be careful, man. Just stay right to yourself. And people can see that. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thursday, I won't be here. Then Friday, I'm going to do a kickoff Friday.
Cool.
Of happiness. Hopefully, I'll be in South Philly for that.
Nice.
Either way, though, man, God bless all your states. Bless, not stress, that God handle the rest. Even though it takes one hand to wash the other, remember, you need two to wash your face. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody out there. Go check Mike Ball, man.
Hey, everybody that was in the chat and stuff, have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.
When I put that prayer video up of that guy, somebody struck me and they demonetized the video, but I got to read through all this stuff. I just need to get the time, man. So, Mike, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow. I don't have the kids tomorrow, so I want to do my show in the morning. Then I would definitely have time to talk to you tomorrow. Because what happened, I was supposed to call him yesterday. Then the nurse comes. And they're worried about him because he's lethargic, man. It's, I don't know how to put it. He's 83, bro. He's been through 6 strokes, 2 heart attacks, hip replacements. He's had 4 back surgeries. It's just trying to, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough, and I don't want to come out and say this or say that, but it's just it's just a tough situation. What's the
But it
right
makes me
call?
realize that how blessed I am to still have him and to see other people going through that shit that have it way worse than me, man. There's people that, I used to complain a little bit about having to do this and that. And it's now I just, man, whatever. Once my mom died, I just,
I know it makes you really think of things that you haven't thought of before because you haven't been in that situation yet. It's
no, yo, YouTube is strict. That's why I got to talk to Mike because, like, I noticed since I've been playing videos and giving acknowledgement to the content creator, they're not striking me now if I stop it every 15 seconds. But if I play something all the way through,
yeah.
and all I wanted to do was I played a video of this guy who was a preacher, and he was saying when he died, he came back to life. And I was getting some good views, and they knocked it down. It's like almost they want you to sometimes, be in the weeds and have drama because that's what's that right there, bro?
Oh, I guess it's like a Halloween thing.
I was like, damn.
I don't know. I have no idea what it is. Some Halloween BS.
Yeah. I should have made that video more mine. I showed the whole video and I didn't commentate, so that was probably the problem.
You and I did that little like football preview show on Thursday, and they probably took that down because of all the stuff we were playing on it.
No, they didn't jam me up.
I don't know
Let
why
me see.
I don't know why I didn't see that live up on your tab still.
Let me see. That was from Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday night. Mike Ball, what's the show on today, big dog? I didn't get a chance to check yet.
Oh yeah, I did get a copyright.
Oh, you did? Because I didn't see it up there.
It's there.
Okay. Huh.
It's all right, man.
No biggies. No big deal. Yeah, I'm about to when money gets involved, it gets
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
but
no, I gotta get rocking and roll. Kingston, don't leave yet. Everybody, man, hit that like, subscribe button. Don't forget, man, if you ain't with the Breakfast Club, I don't know where the hell you're at. The show is Insane Wheels with Mike Ball. Every day, commentary, great content. I mean, the guy
wait, Mike who?
Oh, what's his name? Mike Ball. I don't know the guy. I heard him. I heard Mike Ball. Not Mike Jones. Mike Ball. No, seriously, go check him out. And if you didn't subscribe to Hardwire, subscribe to his channel, man. And let's keep this thing moving.
If you ain't hitting it with Hardwire on Sundays at 2 p.m., you're probably somewhere else hitting it.
Yeah, and I still say one thing, Mike Ball, I got mad respect for you, brother Mike, but I'll tell you one thing. I still think your pops beat your ass. His dad's hilarious, bro. That's the kind of shit I like to see. God bless everybody, man.